Nicole say you like her background, her costume. That background come from me as well, I think. Is it, Augustine? Hi, everyone. So, how is everyone? I know some is asking for the link in the group. Yeah. Okay. Some of these people are actually inside the group. Yeah. Yeah. And then they was asking for that, which is a bit weird with that sense. A bit. A bit weird with that sense. Yeah. So, hi. Hi, Day. Okay, actually today we are talking about
Recording in
particular
progress.
Topics that is talking about date selections, and I think a lot of people is actually asking me about this part, the date selections. And can say hello to everyone. Welcome for joining in. And hi. So I hope everyone have a sense of it. Even though I put recordings, I'm not gonna post up this recording at all. Okay. I'm not gonna post this recording at all. I'm not gonna send you the slide also. Now, please don't blame me as well. Okay, of course you cannot record. Yeah. So if internet allow, then you get a good things with this. Yeah. So the reason of this is because this is gonna be a continuous topic coming from me. Yeah? So continuous topic means that I'm gonna do this repeatedly for over the next few months in order to do something with the with some apps that I'm gonna launch and also some date selections app that I want to launch. So I'm not gonna give this up to everyone. So later on about the slides, probably you want to take a photo out of it. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to do a repeat things with this. This is actually coming out from coming in a sense of for my annual group, my annual astrology group. Okay. Because all of them actually receive a report. Okay. All of them actually receiving a report. And the reports is actually inside the reports, we got the calendar to use. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the date selection things and how you guys want to utilize your date selections in your reports. Yeah, so that you know that certain days is what suitables for whatever it is. Okay, this, I don't think I can finish a lot of things in 1 hour. And I'll try my best to go through all the things that I have in the report. I'm not going to be able to produce everything. So I just take the portions that's important to use for everyone to use. Okay? Yeah? Now, so before we start, these particular topics are more related to career, means that whatever the information that I'm going to give out later on, all of them is basically for career. Okay, for career means that in career, why you want to choose these dates? And I think most of you all will be asking me why that I'm specifically go for career is because I realize that it's a pretty hard to use this or pretty hard to practice if you're going all the everywhere, right? So some of these dates is gonna be more good to use in something, and some of it is not gonna be good to use. Okay, now so we're gonna start off with something I call the personal thank God first, right? And no, it's not gonna be the date for renovations. Whereas, so this is only for it's not talking about renovations and things of it. This only for career means that in certain dates and time, what you should be doing with it. Okay, I think everyone got the slides, right? The Sencha slides, correct? Everybody got the Sencha slides. That Sencha slides actually got some months and day, or probably the hour, for you to have the best usage out of it. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna talk a bit about that, but I don't think I have enough time for that, right? So the first thing to look at is the 10 gods. This is the 10 gods that you guys gonna be having. 10 gods means according to your day master. Okay, I'm not gonna talk so much about it. This means your day master is a Jia wood, right? Everything in your pillar will tell you which one is which, right? So Jia meet with another Jia is a friend stars. Okay, in your chart, yeah. Okay, maybe later I show you an example for that. Okay, so when you see a Jia, it will be represent that, right? So you're supposed to know what is your 10 god. Now, how many of you guys don't know your 10 gods at all? You don't know what I talked about just now. Zero ideas about these 10 god things that I'm mentioning. Type of one. Do you know that every days there's a stamp come in? Okay, every day there's a stamps coming in, like the year pillar. Right now we got what? We are in a Bing Fire Horse year, correct? Correct now. We are in a Bing Fire Horse year, correct? So let's just say some of you guys is a Bing, you are the Bing Fire, then you will see a Bing Fire year of 2026. This Bing Fire represent friend stars, right? Correct or not? So this Bing Fire is coming from the year. It can also come from the month, and it can also come from the day. It can also come from the hour. Okay? Yeah, because it's what we call a pillar. And then this pillar will basically tells you whether that, okay, what is this actually for you? So it's personalized to you, right? I know some of you guys don't know about this, yeah? So let me go and find my sample. Okay, wait. So everyone, please, this is my bar plotter. Okay, this is my bar plotter. You use your phone to scan this, and probably you can plot your bar chart with the achievement chart available. So this is actually one of the plotter that I have right now. My plotter. Okay, yeah. Just a little bit more about this, that some of you guys are master, and if you wish to have your own version of plotter the same with the one that I have right now, you can private message me. I will be available to give you this. Okay, yeah, you can private message me, yeah, because the plotter was meant to not really copyright in my name. I make it because I was probably want to sell this software to everyone. I want to sell this plotter to everyone. So if you're interested with this, whatever the content that you need, just talk with us. And we're going to be having the ability to do that for you. Okay, yeah. Does anyone miss out the QR code? Number one. Anyone miss out the QR code? Okay, Sweetie Chan. Yeah, this is just a normal plotter. This one is just a normal plotter. Okay, scan the QR code, plot your chart. Okay, plot your chart, right? So those who actually have the calendar, later I will show you how's your calendar gonna come out and how to utilize the calendar. Okay, because some of you guys are in my annual astrology, you already got the 12 months calendar to use. So I'm just giving you this as a bonus as well. Okay, Yeah. Now, everybody done with this? Now, this is a tangot that you will have yourself. Okay. Okay. I cannot. Yeah. So when I say just now about the tangot, every one of you got a fixated tangot. Okay, fixated means that when I see this GF, it was actually a 7 killing. Okay, when I see this GF, so this is a man energy, means this belong to what we call man pillar, incoming of man pillar. Okay, incoming of man pillar, right? So if you see a GF in January and it's 7 killing, means that your particular January month, the teams is more into the GF, 7 killing team. Okay, yeah. So your bottom of this 12 animal sign is basically fixed. It's basically fixed. So you will also get the team from this, what I call the main energies. Yeah. Okay. So then, of course, when you do a date selections, you need to know that is this month a wealth month or an indirect wealth month? Okay. Yeah. Direct wealth or indirect wealth, all this is actually a themes for you for the entire month. Yeah. That represent by this being fire. Of course, when you get a calendar or you don't have a calendar, like let's just say today. Today is what day? Today is what day? Anyone know what is today? Today is a water rabbit day. Right? Yeah. Today, 29 is a water rabbit day. So it's a gui water. So I just want to make sure everyone know how to look at it. I want to make sure everyone how to look at it. Yeah? So tell me your 10 gods of a gui water in your Bazi pillar. What is your Bazi pillar? Right now, look into the bottom of the plotter. You will see the month Bazi pillar. Find the gui water. And then you realize the gui water represent 10 gods. Like this one, it represent friend stars. Okay, DR Gui is EG, okay. Friend star, okay. I think Senada is EG. Okay, so I think everyone know about that. Does anyone don't know what I'm talking about? Type of 1. Zero ideas. Huh? Tony, you don't know what I'm talking about? I just see you put in just now. Jade will also don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Jade and Tony, I think you got your own the annual report, right? You guys got your annual report? Right? Jade was saying you don't have. Jade, you're not inside the annual astrologies. Okay, never mind. So here you go. Scan this. Plot the Bazi chart again. Please scan this and plot your Bazi chart. Your birthday, put in your birthday, put in your date of birth, put in your male or female, right? So after you plot, you will get into this page. Okay, it's a PDF file. Okay, and then you look into the bottom part of this. the bottom part of this, find where is the Mei, which is the gray water. Plot your birthday, look into the bottom, and then look into the luck pillars and see where is the gray water, which is Mei of 5. Correct? You guys find it? Tell me your 10 gods. 10 god means this gray water at the bottom, it will be written one words. It will be written in one word, yeah? Okay. So Tony and Jade, you guys get it? Oh, okay, you guys get it. Now, that's mean that this 10 stem that you guys have right now that you see, the 10 stem that you guys basically see, okay, this is what we call 10 stem, is we call jia, and then go until gray water. Okay, we got 10 stem, yeah? So you will got 10, what we call 10 gods. Okay, you will get the 10 gods, right? So now we are trying to go into the meaning of the 10 gods, right? So some of you guys got DO and stuff like that, right? So let's just say next month, February 4th. I know all of us Asian is going to be very busy. You will not be able to use this as well. Not going to use this very well, right? But then you'll be able to see that in February 4th until March 5, you are belong to an energy of, you look into your chart, yeah? Don't look into mine. Look into your chart, right? At the bottom part, it will represent a 10 god. So this 10 god is going to be the themes for the months. That means that in one month, this particular month is specifically more abundance with this. Okay, your team is going to go into that level. Okay, your usage, your environment is going to be in that sense. Yeah, okay, everybody good with that? Good, yeah? Now, then I have to tell you about in the chart, I need to tell you the meaning of all of this. Okay, the meaning of all of this. So if you got just now like somebody, I think I see a lot of DO and stuff like that. If you're part of DO, this is what you mean. Okay, if you're part of 7 killing, this is the what we call the 10 god of the month. Yeah, the 10 god of the month, yeah. Okay. And then if you got into the direct wealth and indirect wealth, then this is the 10 god of the month. So you will probably are more aligned with using the month for that, right? But for me, today, we are not talking about the month's energy. We are talking about the day energies that you have, because you're talking about calendar, right? So to simplify for all of you, you guys need to remember that 10 stem, the jia until gray water. What is the 10 god that come along with them, with each one of them? You need to look into that, yeah? Okay, later I give you guys an example. Now, let's talk about what is the usage of it when you pick that day. Okay, a very simple way. When you pick that days, what is the usage of it? So this 10 god is what I call personalized to you. Okay, whatever the gray water for you, the 10 god will personalize to you compared to another person. So it will be totally different from you and your friend. Of course, some of you guys have the same day master. You will have the same 10 gods. Okay, you will go into that, yeah? Now, to simplify this, so whenever that you choose a day that have this, what we call direct wealth, whenever that you choose a days that have a direct wealth, right, is all about related to money related. Okay, money related. So is this the days to do what? Launch business, talk about salary, talk about profit, want to find somebody to sell somebody something, to tell people the value creations, right? And to talk about long-term gain for you or the other party. So you choose most likely a direct wealth days for you yourself, right? To talk about money related. Okay, so every time you want to do something that, okay, today is this is the wealth day for me, should I manifest for this wealth? Then you will know that, oh, it's personalized to you. To you, today is a wealth related day. Yeah, okay. For direct wealth, yeah. So direct wealth is actually the what we call the straightforward way of making money. Most of the time it's a sales. Most of the time it's a business. You choose a direct wealth days. Okay. For pitching and closing, closing sales, actually you can use this as well. So there will be different thank gods, yeah, that actually is good for pitching. So if you're pitching, you want to do sales, like talking to somebody and trying to convince somebody, right, is hurting officer day. Okay, but when you want to do closing, means that now we have to do this and let's settle this and handle all these things, then it's a direct wealth days. Okay, Bossing say use it to buy share. Yes, that's one of the way, direct wealth days. Normally, now the next one, the indirect wealth days, this is more into business related, investment related. Okay, indirect wealth is more like business related. Yeah, Joseph was saying also, there's no worry about that. This day is personalized to you. Okay, whatever you're asking Joseph is actually the most sophisticated version, which is not useful to you. Right? I'm trying to be as simple as possible here, huh? So that you know that if you see that days, there is a days for you to use. Right now, this is the energy for you. Okay? Anytime we indirect wealth is about starting business, not talk about business, starting business, take initiative in business. Okay? Try to go into sales outreach. Right? Send will say energy of the month. No, I'm talking about days right now. You can use it on the month. Okay, so this one also very good with partnerships. It's also good with side gigs. Not a direct wealth, because it's not directly just talk about a money and obtain the money. It's more like an investment type. There is a, how to say, there is a compounding effect coming out of this. Okay, compounding effect coming out of this. So indirect wealth is very good for you to go for investment, business initiative, networking with people, finding solutions with money, doing shortcut with it, right? So what you see right now is actually good for your company because it's go for career. So it's actually for career. So you utilize this like spot opportunities, means that is this today, the indirect wealth. You might want to take this to look into where is the new opportunities. Okay, so network, most likely I will go into how to say, opportunity wise, to seek new directions, to find new clients. Indirect wealth is better. Recruit need to use the Friendstar or Rock Wealth. Okay, most likely Friendstar is a good one, right? CPN was saying that, is it side gig? Yes, right? So here I tell you the example: sales outreach, deal making, partnership, they will be more into that. Okay. And then you will get into direct officer, right? So most likely this one is good for you to, how to say, structures rules. Okay. You try to, how to say, you try to present yourself professionally to people. You are trying to use this day like, okay, today I'm a branded person. I'm trying to go for you where I'm actually a higher ranking. Okay, so it's very good to go into meetings with higher hierarchy people, right? That go into, maybe you want to approach certain company that's bigger than you, right? And then you try to go into a meeting with them. You choose a direct officer dates. Okay, yeah. Speaking was processes, I'm not really sure with that. Okay, right? So how does this benefit the company? And the words at the bottom part is it mentioned that. How does it benefit the company? If you use direct officer, it's trust in leadership. Okay, so most of the time, direct officer is a good day to sign contract as well. Yeah, sign contract. Having a meeting with you want to get into a franchise. Okay, franchisees, you're talking about franchisee and stuff like that. Direct officer is a good day for basically do that. Okay, this is all the rules and system. So that's why it's good to meet with VIP and all these bosses that have a big company. Direct officer is a good day to that. It's a very good day to contract. Okay, signing contract, yeah, right? Or it's also a good day to chase for KPI. It's also a good day for compliance matters. Okay, direct officer for you personally is good for asking for promotion as well. So you see a direct officer days, you want to use it, you want to see whether this day is a good day and it's a direct officer day, it's aligned with you, and you're thinking that it's time for you to get a raise or a promotions, then it's a good day to do it. Okay, yeah, it's actually going for that. Yeah, now the next one is okay. Yeah, 7 killing. Yeah, 7 killing. So most of the time, this is where solving issue, handling crisis and problem. Okay, take responsibility in risky situations. This is the day to actually, it's a problem solving days. Okay, problem solving day. So there's certain days that you don't feel like doing something. That is, example, collecting debt from somebody. You want to call someone and you want to collect the debt, means that there's something need to be solved, right? It's a 7 killing days. Okay, of course, you guys who learn parts, you will feel like 7 killing is a bad thing. So, right, but it actually in the executions part, this is basically the one that have any big issues, any problem that you require you to step up, then it's good at 7 killing days. Okay, can you 7 killing to appear something? No, that one is a DO day. Use DO. 7 killing most likely is a problem, a big problem, and it's a very difficult clients. Okay, if it's difficult clients, yeah, straight away you use 7 killing to handle the situation. So 7 killing is a good day to initiate that. Okay, Nicole, yes, go for government is a DO. Yeah, no wonder so much problem to solve this one. Okay, looks like you get to know about that. Okay, direct resource day. Okay, direct resource day. So normally we will say these are days to learn about something, to look into contract, means that you look into policy, you look into contract, right? Direct officer day is very good into details related, how to say, details oriented day. Okay, very details oriented. So example that you want to study is a stock company, they want to buy a stocks of this company, you want to buy a share of this company, and you don't know which day to proceed with it. Normally, direct resource day is a very good day to deep dive into a company structures and stuff. Yeah, to analyze. So direct resource day is like very good for that. But in a company, is very good in providing training, providing guidance. So if this day that your company asks you to please do a training for the whole company, right? And then you don't know what day to use, then direct resource day is the day. Okay. This one is also another one very good in contract, sign contract, sign policy. Is another one very good with that. But this one is more into reading the policy and finding the fault inside a policy, okay, or contract that you guys actually have. So it's about documentations. Okay. Direct resource day is also very good with strategic planning. Means that, certain days you want to do a future planning and all this, right? You probably want to utilize this day for a strategy planning. What is my company's going? What is the details I missed out? Right? Where is a place that have this leakage of profit, right? And where is the problem within the company? Direct resource day is a good day for that. Yeah. So this is when you want to be details with somebody. Direct resource day is that. So layman term, this is for studies, for educations. Okay. Whenever you see direct resource day, so it'll be represented by DR. Okay. This one is indirect resource day. Can we use to submit a research proposal using DO day? Research proposal probably is a direct resource day. Okay. Yeah. Indirect resource. This one is, I think the words here, recognizing trends and pattern, right, is a very good days for that. So it means that in the current world right now, so just now somebody just asked me, Malaysia just put in these rules, new policy coming out, and then that particular thing is going into the rules, right? And this person actually don't know what to do with it, right? And then it's actually need to require you to understand the current trend. The current trend. Okay? The trend, the big picture. Right? So that's why it's good for R&D. It is good for trend, research trend, understand patterns, recognizing the algorithm, right? Is another way to use this. This is actually very good to understand clients' needs, right? This is the day when you want to talk with your clients, research on your clients, have a conversations with your clients to understand what they want and what they need according to their whatever the helps they have, right? It's good to do market research. Okay, understand what is it that's happening around you. So indirect resource is actually a very good day for that, right? So for you in a company is like what you're gonna do is how to say the R&D, strategic plannings, design, the overall picture, right? And probably you will notice the subtles and trivial things that a company will not realize. Yeah, company will not realize. And this is actually very good with innovative solutions, creative solutions. Okay, so when you pick a date, you see indirect resource. What you're going to do, this is the things that you need to do. Research, strategic, it's a big strategic move. It's a generalized type, right? It's more humane type. It is also very good for client research. Okay, what clients actually needs. Yeah, so you got this 10 gods with this. So when you choose the days, when you want to choose the days is when you see this and you want to proceed with these actions, then you use this as a way. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Dr. Nimala said was you're doing clients research daily. So it's like this, metaphysics got this type of rules that the normal things that you do will become normalized. And when you want to use metaphysics, when it was something that is abrupt and is abnormal, is changing the pattern of your daily life, you must proceed to use the day for that. Okay, that's means whatever they get norms, yeah, it doesn't matter. So when you want to go for new directions, you need to pick a new date. You want to do something that is out of the norm for you, you need to pick a new date. Right? Then the energy will support you in that way. Yeah. So I'm offering that to director of a company based on my indirect resource. You're being offered to become a director of the company. Is it like that? Right? To get into a job, now, which dates you guys should go into a new job? Based on whatever I said just now, which date that you go into a new job? Which date? Yes. Direct officer will be a proper date for that. Right? Okay. So if you don't want to use direct officer, you can use direct resource. If you don't want to use direct resource, you can use direct wealth to start a job. Okay. To start a job, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sign contract and commerce job is that direct DO, which is direct officer, or DR, direct resource, or DW. Right? For you guys who are working for a company, whatever you want to do for a company, remember that these 3 dates are specifically good to pick as you're working in a company. Whatever you want to perform, asking for job, promotions, is always this 3. Okay? Direct officer, which is the DO, right? And then you got DR, and then you got DW. These 3 dates is always the best dates to do anything for a company. Okay. Yes, it's also good for applying job. If you want a shortcut, yeah, it's good for for jobs. Okay. What are the dates we can use to do project design, presentations to client? Probably you want to use IR date, hurting officer date. Okay, IR, hurting officer. The other one will be eating God dates. If you want to do presentations to clients, IR, hurting officer, and eating God. Right? If you're somebody who try to, these dates is, what dates is it? I'm actually quite good to go and seek for new business. Right? Seek for new business. Then is an IW date and 7 killing. Some of these days are actually pretty good with that, huh? Right? Yeah, which is also include rock wealth. IW7K rock wealth. Actually, these 3 dates, are dates to seek new opportunities. Right? Of course, then somebody will asking me for recruitment, then how? Normally, we will specifically want friend staff for recruitment. But Friendstar can go with Rock Wealth and recruitment, yeah. Friends, Rock Wealth, and also Eating God. Specifically for recruitment, this three is more dominant in that. Okay? Yeah? Now, let's continue. We haven't finished this. I'm talking about that. So then we got this, what we call Rock Wealth. Okay? Rock Wealth, yeah? So probably Rock Wealth dates. There's something very good about Rock Wealth is you will be able to understand your competitor. Okay, Rock Wealth actually is a dates to understand competitor. It's a dates to, when you choose these dates means that there is a competition that's going on. Okay, you want to fight, you want to go into a competitions to win over the other party. Rock Wealth dates is actually quite good with that. It's a very good dates to win something, Rock Wealth. Okay, it's actually very good with that. Yeah, of course, got other bad things about this, but it's different. Okay, but when you want to use it, yeah, it's different perspective. So when you see a Rock Wealth date, it's very good to also break limit. Okay, breaking limits. So there is a few dates very good for limit breakings. Rock Wealth, Hurting Officer is called limit breaking dates. Now, even though I never teach you guys parts, yeah. So if you look into your own chart, you will have that as well. Okay, yeah. Need to align Mondays to perform. No need. This is only for a date selections. Later I will tell you how to use this well. Okay, need to arrange job for interview is a DO dates. Right? For interview is a DO dates. To go out to recruit is the Rock Wealth and Hurting Officer. Okay, if to identify correct trend and starting a trade, which date is a better date? For probably IR and DR is most likely a lot of people are going to do with their trading styles to research market. So IR, DR, most likely IR is the best one. Okay, to understand market trades, yeah. Okay, IR is the best one. So another one will be IW dates. Right? But if you guys are doing day tradings, you're going to do day tradings, this probably is not going to be a good dates to just pick like that. Then you require to use what I call the hour to supplements. Okay, the hour to actually supplements. So we got this type of way in metaphysics. Like me, last time when I started learning metaphysics, I used my red hour as the learning time. Means that in red hour, we're going into learning. Every time red hour, I'm going to learn something because red is my intelligence stars. Red intelligence star. So you can also use that kind of way. So when you want to pick a date in one day, because you're trading, yeah. So some of this timing is better to perform in that way. Okay, yeah. So remember, Rock Wealth is good for competitions. It is also good in somehow bringing your teams together. Okay, yeah, bringing the teams together. But most likely you are you're actually having the fighting power for Rock Wealth. So if you want to go for competitions, you want to fight for contract, you're having competitions with another company to fight a contract, Rock Wealth Days probably is a good day. Okay, Rock Wealth Days probably is a good day for that. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And then we will go into a Friendstar, Eating God. Okay, where is the Friendstar? Okay, this is a Friendstar. Normally, these dates, this date is very good for personal branding. So if you are choosing these dates, these are the dates to build your own confidence, right? Let's just say your boss asks you to present something. a few of you guys going to present something and you want to bring your confidence up. You want to actually use these days to allow your boss to see the value of you. Okay. Of course, you can use hurting officer to do presentations. Yeah. Right. You can use the DO to fight that you look good and stuff like that. Right. But Friendstar is more into your personal branding. Okay. This one is relate to personal branding. A very good dates in here for understand who you are and stuff like that is actually the Friendstar dates. So this is where you need to do, you make great decisions on yourself. You want to know that which dates that whatever decisions that you make is good and beneficial to you is a Friendstar date, right? So in a company, you can also use this to build your personal branding, create your fame, right? So that your company, your boss can trust you. Okay, Friendstar is actually for that. Yeah. Yes, do not show is like the presentations, the Rockwell Flirting Officer, is all that, yeah. Okay. Rush was but breakfast timing. Yeah. So if you guys can, you can utilize that as a way for it. Okay. Yeah. Eating God. So most of the time, eating God and hurting officer, the best thing to use when you choose an eating God days, this is where you be extreme innovative days. Most of the time, okay, extreme innovative days. Of course, in here for career wise, eating God actually means your subordinates. It's a days that you nurture any people around you. You're gonna become a teacher to them, right? So eating God day is also good for training in that sense, because in that day somehow you care more about people's that there's actually have lesser, is lower than you, lower ranking than you, right? So you have a day to do that. Okay. But I know a lot of you guys are not doing that. And a lot of you guys also are not in content creations. Correct. Eating God Day is also a day that is very good for you to create innovative ideas. Right? Let's just say right now, how did I create a class? How did I create a flow? Is based on an Eating God Day. Okay, Eating God Days, yeah. So of course, this one is actually quite good with enjoyment and all this, but you're not going to use it as a career. Okay. So like, let's just say right now, I want to create, because recently I'm actually creating this class, yeah. It's called Best Friend with the Wealth God for Chinese New Year event. Okay. Like all the year, yeah. So I got Bomberman, and all these special Chinese achievement applications, Chinese New Year event. This year I created this is called Best Friend with a Wealth God. Okay, the theme is like that. Yeah? So this particular year, you use a Eating God Day to sit down and research about how you want to do these content creations. So they are very good in storytelling. They are very good in making things flow smoothly. Okay, so this Eating God is a very good day in that sense, right? So D for me, zero imparter, how to do, doesn't care. It actually comes by as well. So if I want to design new program, I need to find the day with Eating God. Yes, you need to find a day with Eating God. If you want to create a new program and stuff like that, Eating God will be a very good day to become extreme innovative with whatever ideas that you have, right? DRIR is actually just study and research. They are also very good in creating program, but Eating God is better. Okay? Eating God is way better. Yeah? Okay? Now, then we got hurting officer dates. So normally hurting officer days is to speak up, to express yourself. Okay, express yourself. Now, it's not very good for career-wise. It means that you're working in a company, you're talking with your boss. This is not a good things to talk about. Okay, it's not a very good. It is not a very good dates to pick in meetings and all this. Okay, but it's a very good date to convince clients. Okay, so hurting officer means to disrupt. Okay, to disrupt a person's opinion towards your company. Right? So normally we pick hurting officer days to do sales. Okay? To do sales, yeah? Because by going and communicating with other parties, you use a hurting officer. There's a client that cannot change, yeah? The clients cannot change, you know, all this. What kind of dates you need to pick? What kind of dates you need to pick? It's either 7 killing days or hurting officer days. These 2 days basically is to change a person's ideas. Means that they have their perceptions and you hope they can change their perceptions. This is the days that you use. Of course, you can also add on this, which is Rockwell days. Okay, which is a Rockwell days. Very good in changing a person's perceptions. So especially when there is clients come to you, right? A clients come to you and ask you about that, you know, what is it that you can actually sell to me, right? What is it that you're going to change my mind? Okay, or there's a competitions happening, the other party is providing cutting costs or they're providing lower price, and you want to convince this person that your company was the better choice, and it was a better choice, you didn't talk about the money. Okay, you didn't talk about the money. So the clients actually didn't realize that your price is higher, but they will be convinced by you. So hurting officer is a very good date for that, right? This is also a date that you might want to use it in a company brainstorming. Company brainstorming of new ideas, right? And there is a time when the boss will also accept challenge, and hurting officer day will be a very good day to present your ideas to the boss. Okay, these are presentations, yeah? Presentations of the ideas you have. It's not creating ideas, but in somehow you'll be able to break a person's perspective because of these dates. Okay, yeah? So hurting officer will be good in that sense. Yeah, now, is it interesting? Thank God. Okay, is it interesting or thank God? Yeah, right. So this is the days that you're going to choose. So normally you will see these dates appearing in your calendar, right? I'm going to show you the calendar. Just a calendar, yeah. Everyone can write this down for yourself. If you've got a calendar on your own, you basically can do it on yourself as well. So I need to go and find a tester. Go and find tester John report. Yeah. When you say got a good grasp. So I normally this is what I actually do. Yeah. Normally I don't pick the dates. I don't like to pick dates, yeah. So I like to go with the flow of the day. So if I realize that day is a day of eating God, I want to do something with it, I just do something with it. Okay. Yeah. Normally I don't pick dates, yeah. Because I like to straight away just look at the dates and okay, now what am I gonna do? That's it. Okay. People are saying that as site launch business closers can use IW. Yes. You can use IW, you can use HO as well. Okay, Augustine say, fine clients can use HO and Rock Wealth if there is no, how to say, if you reach a point, okay, if you reach a point that you need to break your limits, right? It means that right now your clients is all already like stuck. And then you want to find new flow of opportunities, correct? Then you need to proceed with the hurting officer day, Rock Wealth day, and 7 killing days. Because these 3 days are the dates that you can actually break the limits. Okay? Yeah? These 3 days, the dates that breaks the limit. Okay? Normally, how that you want to talk with your friends and stuff like that, to make them to become your clients, right? To make them to become, you want to sell something to them, correct? Then you will be probably going to use some friend stars if you're recruitment, but if you're selling is DW, okay? DW, IW is a very good day for selling. Okay? Yeah. So Lindsay was saying which 3 I not understand what's the questions of that. If there is a Fan Yin in that day, can still use the Thank God. Yeah, Felicia, I understand that you got this as a calendar. So in a calendar, whenever that you see a Fan Yin, right? Whenever that you see a Fan Yin, forget about that date. That date is gonna lose something. So probably it's not a good date to do that. Okay. So some of you guys are from the annual, the report, you have this report, correct? So whenever you see these 4 dots, this is a Fan Yin day. Okay, so this day, don't do anything major unless there is something you want to let go. Okay, it's represent disruptions day. Okay, unless there's something you want to let go, a problem that you cannot solve it yourself, but you know that problem need to come in a conclusion, especially relationship, especially partnership. A Fan Yin day is a good day to do that. Okay, a Fan Yin day is very good for do that. Yeah? Okay, yeah. Now, then you will got this X. Okay, this X have 2 functions. Let me double check first. Yeah, I believe we got 2 functions. Looks like Rana now, not yet. Let me see, double confirm. Because probably this date got problem with the year. Okay. Okay. When you see this X, some of you guys who don't know, this X actually represent a clash dates. Clash with the year. Okay. This one completely don't do anything. This one, you still can perform, but it's not a very good date. Okay. Some of you guys who got this in a calendar. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Some of you in a calendar. So remember, a Fan Yin day, don't do anything at all. Okay. So the red dot, actually the red dot is a clash between different dates. It's a Fan Yin between different dates, yeah. So this is, I know you guys don't know what it is. So now you guys take a good look, take a good note of it, right? So this is month pillar, this is year pillar, this is day pillar, this is hour pillar. So if you learn further parts, you will know that months means not good for jobs, right? Year means it's not good for clients, if you're talking about career. Day is not good for your branding, your personal branding. And hour is not good for your ideas and also your subordinates. subordinates. Okay, remember that, yeah? So if these three are four of this, one of the dot get clash, it will tell you that day is not good for that. Now, some of you will get two, yeah? Some of you got chance to get two. So be careful when it's a two. Okay? Be careful it was actually a two. Yeah? Fan Yin and X, no activations also. Yes. So that day is a day for you to do letting go, something need to get out from your life. If you've got a crazy problem, you're not facing it yet, that will be a day to do that. Correct? Right? So then you will know that. Now, this is the 10 God that you guys have. So you guys don't need to remember. All this calendar that you guys already have, already giving you the 10 gods of that days. So you just need to look into that days. If these days is a good day, is bad day, you need to look at it and then tell yourself that, okay, is it as an alignment to me or not? Okay, yeah. I am traveling on a Fan Yin day. Try not to travel on a Fan Yin day. It will be a problematic days. Traveling also not gonna do. Try not to do that. If you still need to travel, then you might be more cautious, right? It's not gonna be a disastrous day, yeah. So forget about that. Okay, it's not gonna be a disastrous day. So it's gonna be disastrous if you are not, how to say, you are the one that are not cautious with the situations. Okay, yeah. Is it different from people for the clash? Yes. It is different from people because this clash and this icon is basically what I call the personalized one. Okay, so those who actually have the calendar, you were able to see it at the bottom. This is what it means. So the red color is a Fan Yin, the stars is solitary, peach blossom is the heart, sky horse you see a horse, intelligence days you get an intelligence stars, the light bulb, and then nobleman is a different star of stars. This is a clash, and then you got one special day called the combinations. Okay, this combo most likely relate to the day pillar combo. Yeah, it's a combinations days. Yeah. Okay. I notice people like to force me have appointment day, but and I really no good outcome. Okay. That's why the calendar was given to you guys so that you avoid the bad days. This is always people concerned about, right? Avoid the bad days. Whenever you see this, it's called bad days. Bad. Yeah. So for everyone, you will got several bad days, not just one bad days. So in 1 month, you're probably gonna have several bad days. Yeah. Is solitary star also good for planning involved on strategies? Probably I would suggest you only use solitary when you are too stressed with life. Okay, it's a me time days. Solitary is actually a me time. Okay, so you try to ensure that this solitaries come with certain good stars as well. Try to, yeah. Okay, yeah. Now, so then, any other questions? Can I continue? I already say, right? Just talk about the 10 gods already. It's already 1 hour. Let's talk about 10 god already 1 hour. Yeah. Okay. Now we have to go into this 12-day officer. Okay. So that you guys know well how that you actually go to using your calendar. So some of these days are good days, some of these days are what we call the bad days. Right? So for me, yeah, don't take photo of this. Okay. Each of these days have a functions. Okay. So when is it that this actually comes out in our calendar? Yeah? So if you have some sort of metaphysics knowledge, then you will know that it will actually appear in here. Okay? On the what we call the right hand side. Okay, so this is called the 12 days officer. Okay, the 12-day officer. Yeah. Fan yin year and pillar. Fan yin year. Whenever you see the dots, it is called fan yin. Okay. Yeah. So follow whatever that plotter that we have. This one, the external one is a year pillar, which is your personal year pillar, right? So the last one is going to be the hour. Okay. Okay, from report trend profile is in constructions. No, Sally is not that. The calendar at the bottom part, you can see the profile there. Okay. Yeah. So use this because that calculations just finished. Okay, my personal calculation. So when you see that, you're going to ask me a lot of questions. Why am I, this profile is different from others? Okay. Remember, yeah? Now go back to this. Remember, this is the 12-day officer. Okay. Now, so we need to have some background with this as well. Correct? When you use the 12-day officer, I give you guys a logical background. Is that okay? Is that okay? So that I don't talk so much Chinese metaphysics. Let's talk about a little bit more of element interactions. Right? Is that okay? Only phone typing okay. Everybody good with that? If I'm not going into all this old style thing, I don't want to talk about that. Right? Let's talk about the 12-day officer, calculations of the 12-day officer. So let's go into this calculations there. The 12-day officer calculations. Why did you want to know about that? Because, like I always, where it is? Where is it gone? Did I put it or did I not put it in? Okay. My laptop is jammed. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I put it in. Is it here? Yep. Okay. So this is not to make everyone confused, but to tell you that the 12-day officer was actually made from the calculations of the animal sign from the month. From the month. Let's just say this month is the ox month. Correct? This one is the ox month, right? And then right now we are in a rabbit day. So where is rabbit? Rabbit is here. Correct? So today is called a full day because of that. Yeah. So you guys just need to know about that only. Yeah? You don't need to learn a lot of things. You guys just need to understand that, oh, okay, this is actually coming from the month. This means when the month energy is one animal sign, and if you look into the 12 animal sign and have a fixated way to look into them, right? And some of the days is better, and some of these days is not really that good. So the concept of this is this particular animal sign from the month will have what I call the clash interactions, the combinations interactions, the harm interactions, right? And because of all these interactions, the month and the day come out with a date to be utilized with a fixated name. Okay? To be utilized as a fixated name. So like that means it's just an animal combinations hidden behind the scene. That's it. Okay? The animal interactions hidden behind the scene. That's it, yeah. So that it doesn't require to understand that, oh, this is a farming story right now, or this day, see this, the established day. That's why we start the idea, want to farm and all this. So we don't go into that. It is just the month and the day interactions, right? So the day that we have right now, when we choose, it is now being in a system, which is a lazy system, okay, that for you to remember that, okay, today is established days. It means established, right? So what is established day? When ox month meet with ox hour, okay, cannot see that. Okay, wait, yeah. Ox day mixed with ox hour. So I just need to tap out a little bit of this. Can I tap out a little bit? Oh, it was locked. Let me combine everything. And I drag a little bit. Okay, then I open it back up. So that it become a full screen. Okay? So that's mean it's just a hidden combinations. Okay? So when the ox day see the established, which is the ox hour, which is the same. This is what we call the starting point. Okay, starting point, yeah? Yeah. So if you look into the what we call these 12 days, yeah, the starting point. So this is day number 1. 1 day, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? You will see that the tiger day started in tiger is called established. The first day. Right? And then the destruction day that everybody afraid of is a monkey clash with the tiger. Right? So number 7 also represents 7 killing. Right? So we talk back, we just refer it back that is actually an animal interactions. And it was never something like really extreme. But to tell you that, okay, if tiger meet with tiger, then this is the first days of tiger. Right? And this is the establish of ideas. Now, when I tell you this, a lot of Chinese metaphysics date selections are actually like that. Okay, I'm going to give you that. Yeah? So almost all are like that. So to simplify, so that you guys, even though they create a school, is basically to simplify. Okay, so that you don't get into, oh, I need to combine this and I need to combine my chart. Oh, so many combinations. Right? Nico was asking that is it applied to hour also? No, it's only applied to the dates. Okay, yeah. So then Joseph was actually asking, what day good for investment? So like just now that particular animal sign that I tell you, right? Okay, the animal sign that I tell you. So if it's a tiger day, this is called the Grand Duke days. Correct now? Horse year, you got horse stars in you got horse animal sign in your chart, is called the Grand Duke. Right? The monkey is a year breaker. Okay? Right? So you're talking about investment. If you learn parts with me, I would tell you, you need to perform something that have a cycle of energies that does not get attacked. Even though it got clashed by one of the days, right? It doesn't get attacked. So tiger will then meet with 3 harmony. I like to use meet with horse. Horse meet with the what I call the dog. It is called 3 harmony in the chart, right? So your Grand Duke become established days, and then you will move into the horse become a stable success days. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, yeah, it's called success days, and then you move into stable days, right? basically every month, to ensure you are safe, to ensure your feng shui activations are safe, you use these 3 victory days. So I teach this in the annual class, the annual sharing, right? I share this with all of you guys. I tell you guys that these 3 days, it doesn't matter, it's a bad day, good day, it's extremely bad. As long as 3 harmony was there, right, it will be a good day. So it's either established day, success day, and stable day. It will be a good day to do any activations, any investment, any recruitment, any long-term things that you want to do. Okay, yeah. So in a company, you know this is destruction days, and then your boss was actually doing something to you, making new arrangements, trying to make you get out from your job scope, right? That destruction days, you should not even try to confront the boss, but you pick a 3 harmony days, which is again established day, success day, or stable day, to proceed to ask the boss why it was happening in that way. Correct? Yeah. So it's a shortcut, right? Shortcut, yeah. Super shortcut, right? That's why I say in the back end of this system is actually animal interactions, animal sign interactions. Yeah. So the 12-day officer doesn't really like things, but it's a interactions, the clash, the clump, the combo to tell you that in this 12 animal is represent 12 days, and this 12 days got something for you to do. Okay, so if you learn deeper, the way that I tell you this, like just now Nicole was talking about, does it apply to the hour? I can't tell you it's not, actually. I can't basically tell you it's not, because there's school that use this in different way. So I can't tell you directly it's not. I can tell you there's some school that use it, but normally we don't use it that way. Okay, normally we don't use it that way. Yeah, for easiest, yeah. Okay. What is the difference with 6 combo and 3 combo? 6 combo means that you want to make an initials good activations with the other party to start the connections is good. But 6 combo gonna get clash away. Clash away means that they're gonna harm come in, then your combinations will get attacked. Okay, yeah. Now, so let's go into this shortest form to utilize your calendar. Okay, so established days is a grand due date. Example, it was basically a grand due days, right? So a grand due date means you're powerful, you're going to do something. Right now, you're starting off, you're going to start things and stuff like that. So established day is actually a good day to kick off something, right? So you might be asking me, they got initial days, right? Some of you guys will learn. There's this called initial days. Yeah, forget about initial days. Initial days is for actions taking. Means that if you're not taking any actions yet, you're starting in ideas, propose a new directions, become the first person to do something, right? To get into the first idea to be created, then established day is a good day. Okay, start new project. Okay, what you want to do, stay on track, right? Starting something is an established date. Normally, I would basically tells you this is a day to do, if you're setting new rules, setting new teams for your company, propose new system, right? Means that your company right now is gonna run for a new AI softwares, right? It's an established dates, right? If your company gonna change into a new vision, it's an established dates, right? If you want to start a new connections with your recruitment, it's an established dates. Okay? Because this is the day that you start to establish a connections, a directions. So established days is the days to kick it off. Okay? Yeah. Now, so this is established day. And then after established days, you will meet with what we call the removed days. Right? I think everybody know about removed days. So removed days is about removing things and stuff like that, and all these things gonna get into how to say freak. If you follow traditional way, it was talking about this day is a day that after that you establish, you then realize there's a lot of things that need to be taken away. Okay, clean up, unblock, deblockage. Unblock blockage, eliminate inefficiency, right? To understand this, the days to clear off miscommunications is a remove days. It is not a day, it is basically not a day to completely cut off something. It was not a day for that. It was remove day is actually what I call the unblock day. Okay, unblock days. Yeah, it was never straight away cut off something. It is now you are going into one directions, and then you realize there's a lot of obstacles. You move away the obstacles only. It was never something belong to you. Okay, it was never something belong to you. Yeah. Okay. Then they saw one shop choose remove day for their opening ceremony. Not really a good choice. Probably it's not a good choice. Okay, but it's a good choice in another way. So remove days, because when we say that you have a clear sense to look into something, that means this is also called is either the Sunday, sun formula days, when everything is clear. It is also called the bright hall day. Okay. Bright hall means everything right now is as clear as it is. So remove this means that this is a day for you to clean up the environment, clean up the blockage, remove things, right? So you can also use remove days to remove people perceptions, to bring clear bright hall, a clear like a sun formula that is extreme clear, so that the person realize there's no blockage in front of them. Okay, so it can use it that way. Because for company, for career, you can actually use this. So sometimes you can choose this to go into resolve client dissatisfactions. You can go into clearing your miscommunications with another team members. Is a very good remove day for that. Okay, so if there's a misunderstanding with your clients, with your recruitments, then this is a good day to proceed with it. Okay, yeah. So layman term, if you don't want to look into this, it is called remove days. Just remove something. Yeah, I know some of you get confused. Yeah, get confused. Now, today is a full day. Okay. A site remove days to appear successfully. Any other days serve the same functions? Not really. So remove day actually is to clear off all the doubts. Okay, clear off all the doubts. So we, like me, somebody asked me for renovations, constructions days, right? Somebody just asked me just now, what day is a day? So when a person come to me, I ask them, they just pick a remove days. Okay, just pick a remove days. You don't need to think about other days. Even that day is bad, yeah? Don't think about it. It's a remove days. In one school, it was extremely good. You understand what I'm saying? In one school, it's extremely good. The other school might be bad. So you cannot join them together. But you can align them together for certain actions if you know how to use it well. Okay? Yeah? You can join them to alignment, yeah? But one school cannot complement the other school. Means that they are having different formula, they're fighting with each others. Okay, it's always like that. Date selection is always like that. Yeah. So like that, yeah, someone will never think about the clash days and combined day with you. Yeah. If you find clash day and all these things, it's no date for you. Okay. Yeah. Full days. So after that, you clear off everything, remove everything. Full day is the days that now you're gonna be putting everything back in, right? Because now you have a full clarities. This is called full clarities days. Okay, full clarities days, yeah. Okay, to really understand what need to be performed in the peak demand. Okay, yeah, it's a peak demands that everything right now need to be a full force. So you can also use this day as a how to say, a day that peak of energies. You can also use it in that way. Okay, because after remove day, this day is basically a day that no blockage. You can put your full force into that. You can handle volume and everything can be utilized in the maximum capacities. Maximum capacities, yeah. Okay. Of course, full days, because yesterday remove this, everything clear off. Right now, whatever that you put inside an empty space, it will have a full attentions as well. So full day is actually good for some way of it is actually good for attention. It's good for social medias. Okay, it's good for networking. It's also good for business opening, right? When then everyone have a full of attentions to you, right? But of course, in a career, in working for others, yeah, this full days actually telling you that these are the days that you have peak performance. Most likely you are having a peak performance and you're thinking about what day that I need to have all the things done. Pick a full days. Okay, your focus will be there, your energy will also be there. Okay, so full day is actually good for that. Yeah, so today is my agency kickoff day. Yeah, good job. It's gonna be in that, yeah. So that full day is actually a good days. Okay, so normally people are like that. Yes, so some of you guys are good in that sense as well. Universe align with the day for you, which is a good thing, yeah, right? And if you practice a lot of energy practice, meditations, you will also align in that way. You will find it weird. The more that you meditate, I don't mean that you meditate 2-3 hours. It means that you got a daily routine of cultivating energies. Yes, after excursion power up. So you somehow got an alignment to, oh, today I want to do this, today I want to do that. Yeah, it's like the energy of the universe pushing you to do something. Normally it's like that. So the more that you go and cultivate your achievement deities and all this, it will slowly push you. Okay, which is one of the good things. Yeah, some people maybe don't feel it that way. Yeah, it will slowly push you. Okay, now then we will get the balance days. Yeah, meditations cultivates. So balance day is when now that you got attentions, and then now you become very busy because of the full day. It's called busy days, and somehow you want to make things into a stable, right? You will come to a days where the conclusions need to be made, right? You cannot be working like that in every days. It's going to lead into burnout as well, correct? So that's why it will come into a day that you suddenly think that, yeah, everything need to be made, everything need to be done, but it still need to have a balance. Okay, you need to have come into balance, yeah. So you will come into agreement and planning on a balanced days. Yeah, so tomorrow is a balanced days, right? After that, it will become a success days. I think it's a success day. Yeah, okay. So balanced days, we then become everything in steady, neutral, right? There's no more up and down. There's no more extreme busy, correct? So balanced day is a day that you keep things in under control. Okay, you can't say under control, yeah. It's just that come into an agreement that it need to be balanced and neutral. It cannot be up all the way. It must have a smooth process. Okay, so that's why balance days was used to build not deal making, agreement, right? How to say, restructures your operations, to relook into your company flow, to relook into your own flow, right? That's why you go into the details of it, right? It mentioned that it mediates disagreement, because brings into balance, maintain operational consistency. It is this as well, right? Reduce emotional volatiles in teams. It actually indicates that as well, right? So this is the day when after all the head up, after all the crazy things, come into a balance, right? So you make this. So example for this in a company, normally you will try to mitigate conflict. Normally you'll try to restructure company directions. Or if you are a boss, you restructures the whole company flow. Okay, it's called balance days. Of course, it is good for negotiations. And of course, a balance days is a good day to travel. Okay, a good day to travel, yeah. So it gives you an idea that what need to come for a balance. Of course, it can use a lot of things. A balance day is good for diet, it's good for health, it's good for a lot of things because it comes to make things into a center point. Okay, so this is called the balance days. And then, oh yeah, it's a stable day come first before the success, right? So when everything's already in a balance mode, right, you will come into a days of, it's like storytelling, yeah. So you come at days that everything is on the move. Okay, everything. This is the what we call the trust days. Okay, the full trust days. Okay, stables, it means trust. It means everything confirmed. There's none of the problems gonna appear. Everything is the most how to say, you can't say balance, you can say it's an extreme stabilized days, and there's no up and down on that. Yeah, you can say finalized, but it's actually not the word for finalized. It's like everything right now, okay, it's like you, after the chaos, the balance day is the solutions. And then you come to a days like everything just move accordingly in average. Okay, safest point. Okay, safest point. Yeah? And this is where, let's just say you're a company, you're actually applying for certain government's approval, like banking of loans. Of course, you need to show that your company are stable in a safest point, operating on its own, like an automation's already being built in. Okay, like an automation is being built in, yeah, and the automation is going to run by its own without any disturbance. If anything happen, it will still continuously running. That's why it's given the word stable dates. Okay, this is a days where people are like to go for long-term goals because it's automation. It's like really you're going into a days, have a crazy long-term planning, right? So that's why stable day is a very good day for starting business, hiring people for long term, right? Like just now I'm telling you guys, right? So it's either established days, stable day, or success days, right? Yes, stable day is actually good for secure tenants. So if you guys are quite, you want to use all these things, like date selections for the tenants, you need to make sure that the contract that you sign with the tenant, if you know the tenant is a good tenant, right? After a 1 year, 2 years contract, and then this tenant seems like very good, the date to renew the contract, to talk with the tenant, right? Pick a stable day for that. It will go into long-term, how to say, long-term related tenant. It's very hard to get counter out. If you want anything long-term, yeah, make sure it's what? Again, established day, stable day, and success days. Okay, it's always these 3 days I like the most. Okay, so you use this day to get into, yes, to health, medical treatment. Most likely is very good for physiotherapies, assistance from this checking is not really for these days. I think physio is good for that, right? The exercise that the some of these hospitals providing to you, right? All these physio things, right? Long-term effect. Okay, you go for vaccinations. Okay, neutral, unbiased. Yes, you can say neutral and unbiased. Most likely is a automation dates. Okay, established, stable, and success dates. Because this tree is part of tree harmony. They continuously go on, yeah. Okay, so it will provide clear commitments, long-term certainties. Okay, yeah. So when you do things for your company and stuff like that, you know that there's gonna be an actions, a workforce, a project. You apply that. Okay, yeah. Now then you got these initial dates. So after stabilizing, it's always like that. After automations, right? It cannot be always. So I like to always remind my all these participants and member. I always remind them that do not stay in a stable conditions. It's very nice, very comfort in the stable days, right? You still need to do something to make it to go up. You must always have a sense that you need to move up. You cannot stay in the middle for long term, because staying in the middle have a chance of risk to go down. Okay, have a chance of risk to go down. Yeah. So initial days is actually tells you that this is the day that you want to implement a new actions into that. Implement new actions, implement new directions, implement new work. Okay, implement, you add something in so that it will then become even more powerful, right? That's why initial days is always the days that we say that right now is the actions taking days. This is the days that you initial move, you enforce decisions, you take new responsibilities, right? It's about taking the lead. Okay, it's an initial day. So if this is the days that you're going to, your company is having a project, right? And then you think that, okay, this is a good year for me, my career luck is good. Let's apply initial days and tell the boss, I'm going to lead this project, right? Or this is the days you tell your boss that you want to add something in whatever that your guys are doing, right? You want to become an intrapreneur, which is somehow it become famous, right? You also use initial days to talk with the boss that you want to have a new sub projects to add on into the main project to make things even better. Okay, yeah, that's why you get initial days is called performing new works, campaign launching, restructuring system, right? Machinery comments. So how do you apply for your own life? Yeah, initial days means that you already in a stable situations, and now this is a day for explorations. Okay, this is a day for explorations. Explore new things again. Okay, now you will find it weird, yeah, because it's always the same. So 1 to 6, correct? This is a 6. Okay, in Flying Star, this is called the star 6. authority stars, leadership stars, execution stars. And then you will go into star 7, which is the disruptions days, correct? Like just now I'm saying. So the next one will be the disruptions days, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. The next one is going to be a disruptions days. Yeah. So of course, when you're going to improve, again, there must be something that is blocking, right? To ensure that every these 12 days is a day to only growth, right? After the actions taking, you will go into a distractions day to realize what is the things that you need to abandon. What kind of ideas need to completely cut off? It's a totally different from the remove days. Remove days means it's a clear, you know that this is a problem. Distractions day, you know that this is basically not working well. It was working nicely before, but now this thing is not going to support us to move up. Then we need to use this day to destroy this. So distractions days means it's a day for you to kill ideas. Okay? Complete restructuring of workflows. Complete. Okay? Because in this day is a day that there is something, someone, some of the job in the company or in your life that require a remover. Okay? Most likely is a complete cut off to use a distractions days. Of course, we use this day for bad habit. We use this day for some, not just bad habit, because distractions day can also be used to take off what habit that you have that is not beneficial anymore, and you use distractions day to remove it. Okay? Of course, in certain company, we got somebody that you don't like them in your team. This is also distractions day for that. It's not a remove days, yeah. Destruction days, remove days is not as strong and destruction day in terms of removing relationship or the connections or a partners. Okay, yeah, it's not as strong, yeah. So normally destruction day is a complete cut off. It's either it was actually a bad habit or it was basically just an unusable connections or works anymore. So you use it for corrections. Okay. Then of course in a company, you actually use these to cut off, to remove something, and then it push you up. Okay. Yeah. Destructions day is like that. Then after the disruptions, you will go into a danger days, right? Because in disruptions days, normally what you remove is your safe haven. Sorry, stop me. Okay, normally, yeah, because in disruptions days, normally it's your safe haven, means that suppose that this is the last resort, right? Let's just say you're selling something, one product is selling 1 ringgit, okay, or 1 Sing dollars, and then now you already move up into a $3 products to sell, right? And then you realize that the productions of the $1 is the same with the $3, right? But your initial products that make you famous, make you good, make your company running, and make your expenses running was actually the $1. So there will be a sense that you don't feel like removing this. Okay? But disruptions days, it's good to remove it. And after the removal, there will be the danger day. Okay? Danger day is when you now trying to explore in an uncertainty with a risk in your hand. Okay? That you're going to have it move on be in a fear mode, right? And then to see whether your $3 products is gonna kick off. Okay, so danger day actually represent that, right? So a lot of us we actually don't like danger days, is we don't like danger days. So you can treat danger day as the risk day. A risk days, high risk, high rewards. It's a risk days, right? Normally they will say that try to not do any dangerous activities, cautious proceeding. But if you're in a job, yeah, so you will know that certain directions that you need to take risks in a company, in a connections with somebody, in a recruitment, selling a product to a client. You know there is a day that you need to upgrade the services. Danger day will be that day. Okay, danger days will be actually that days, right? But in terms of career, in career, it means that in your company, if there is a crisis and you're trying to minimize it because there's a risk, and this is a day to minimize the risk. Yeah. So if you can minimize the risk for the company, it's like you're planning for crisis management. You are handling clients' suspicions, right? So danger day is a good day in that sense, handling the risks. But for us, actually, danger day is an auspicious days. Yeah, because these are days where the overall risk that you take either is a reward or it was actually a failure. So a lot of times when we want to try something, we want to make sure that this day support us. Yeah, explore new sales potential locations, that these things support us. You need to try a danger day. So like just now, like Augustine was asking that, should I use what is it, the dates? Should I go and talk and explore? Right? So a danger day is also a limit breaker days. Okay, a limit breaker days. Yeah. So if your danger day match with your hurting officer, match with your IW, it was actually good to seek new high, high potential clients. Okay, so your DW and your IWHO can actually do for that. Okay, so it's a day for you to utilize. Yeah. So for me, I'm telling you that I don't use the day like this, but for you guys might want to pick some dates, right? Then it was actually a date to do that. It's a limit breaker days. Okay, danger day is always a limit breaker days, right? Of course, every one of us have this in our house as well, yeah, not just this. Okay, so this is a day, a danger day for you. So if you're working, it's about that. It's also a day that support the risk and reward, right? Please don't try with health, and this is not a day for investment at all. Okay, unless your chart got this gambling luck, probably a danger day is a good day for that. Okay, unless, yeah, okay, then you want to buy small and earn big, right? Danger day might be the day for that. It's a day to take a risk. Okay, Nicole was saying hurting officer and Rock Wealth, right? Yes, hurting officer, Rock Wealth, IW is part of it. Okay, yeah, if you want to break limits, it's 7 killing. Okay, then you will go into a success dates, right? So it's like a storyline, yeah. So the 12 days basically is a storyline. Then when you go into a success days, the activities, this is the days that the danger, the risk that you take, and then it will reach a point that you see a success day, a complete success days, right? Danger, sign contract, possible for the risk, not really good for signing contract. Okay, yeah, yeah. You can use that as well, DOIWHO, for small to win big. Yeah, you can use that. I'm not suggesting you to do that. But if you're buying stocks, if you are somebody right now in this particular horse years, this horse here has been the most volatile years, and there will be a lot of dark horse company will suddenly explode, right? So it's good to pick these few days to have a small amount to actually proceed with that. So it's a day to support your actions. Okay, it's a day to support your actions, right? So you got a success day means that right now this day is a conclusions day to feel the reward days. Okay, that is always have a reward. Success day means right now is a reward days. That every activities lead into a reward. That's why it's called a success days. Yeah. So this is a days when you close, how to say, you deliver result, not closing yet. Yeah. Not closing, but deliver result. The result come into a fruitful. Normally, all of us like to pick a success days. Every one of us, yeah, manifest success days, company launching success day, meet client success days. We like success day a lot. Okay, yeah, but success day is where you deliver result. Okay, so you have to make sure that when you pick a success day, it's a day that you have a confirmations of a result. Confirm that whatever you do is going to lead into a delivery, it's going to lead into a result, it's going to lead into an outcome. That will be a good success day. So that's means if you start a business, right? You start a business, of course, it's going to lead into a result, right? You use a success day, correct? You start a connections and signing contract, not signing contract. Maybe you're buying a franchise in a success day. It will be a good turning into result. Anytime you use a success day, the energy of success day is to provide you, to lead you into gain a result and outcome. Okay, only success day do that. Yeah, that whatever that you want to do, launching projects, connections, contract that is gonna bring money, right? There's a promise of something is always our success dates. Okay, it's always a success date. That's why it is a day where activity can lead to success. Okay, get to see result in anything. That's why we like success date. Where after the risk, you go into the success, and then of course you will get into a receive date. So most likely this is where the rewards turns into the result, turns into reward. Okay, receive day is always like that. Yeah, result turns into reward. So this is a day when you request, ask for the rewards, ask for the deals. Okay, so this is where if you're working at a company, right, this is a follow-up. Okay, this is a day to ask back for debt. Okay, debt collections, yeah, right? This is ask for whatever the result that you have or effort that you did before to get the rewards. So most of the time, this is the days that a lot of people actually like to use it to ask for promotions. Okay, ask for the boss to realize their effort and what is the reward it's gonna give to them. Okay, most of the time is this, yeah. Most of the time people like to use this for that. So ask for promotions, ask for rewards. This is a day to capture revenue, right? But of course, if you haven't done anything before, probably it's very hard to ask for receive days. But normally it's good for that, yeah. So in terms of healings, energies, of course, this is a good day to ask for healing as well. Okay, but for me, I would tell you is how to say this is a day that when you're trying to ask for something, it is a day for that. Okay, when you ask for something, it's a day for that. Yeah, so there will be a day that you ask for money, wealth, recognitions, right? If you're working for a company, you're going to keep your company KPI in a good way. You ask for your colleagues to deliver their KPIs. Is also a receive dates. You can actually do that as well. But normally we don't like to for that. We like to use this receive date for ask for money, ask for debt, collecting debt. Okay. We ask for the other company to provide their documentations. Correct. Receive dates, yeah. We ask for documentations, ask for policy. Yeah, it's a receive days. Yeah. So normally this is one of the days that actually people like a lot. Okay. Not for launching. Okay, banks love this day. Yes. Then you get an open day. Okay. Then you get an open days. So after that, you ask for receive and everything. Probably in 12 days, yeah. Open day is one of the days where you in this moment you have a reflections of it. Okay, reflections. Of course, you're going to close days, right? But before you go into close days, this is a day that you actually seek to understand whatever happened on the last 10 days. Is it profitable? Is it really gaining the things that you want? Is it the result based? What is the growth in this? What is the thing that's happening with this? And where is the new directions? Okay, so you got a day to sit down to go for opportunity seeking. So you got a danger day for opportunity seeking. You got also an open day for opportunity seeking. Is when you are actually being a day, understand the entire market, where is the new directions is. Okay, because you have to reflect back, right? So after receive days, you already received the reward. You know the entire structures of everything. Then you reach into the open day. That's why open day is always a day that we propose expansions, explore directions, right? Start new channels, okay? Start to see new ways, new things of life is actually coming from open days, right? So in your company, you're working for a company, this is where the day you're going to propose to your boss to see where is this directions into. This is a day that you propose your proposal, your company directions, right? You go into recruitment, open days means right now this is really whatever that you did before. What else that you haven't done? Yeah, this danger day open day is actually very good for that. Okay, very good for new ways and new ideas. Okay, so if you recruitment, you're going to be that. It is also a day to sit down with others to explore what is their possibilities. So open day doesn't mean because you want to use this for human and human interactions. It is not just for the luck, correct? It's also human to human interactions. So it's a day to look into the company, the peoples, the team. What is other possibilities to open up the directions? So open day is actually basically good for that. Yeah. Now, then of course, in the end, we will get into a close dates. Okay. It's always a days to have a full closure. After that, you understand opportunities, all these things. Now you know about it. Then a chapters must come into a close. It must always be there. So this is a day to have a full grasp, okay, of what happened with life, with the company, with the directions that you have. So normally we will use this day to from a company to understand that what is it have to have a closure. Okay, when is it this need to end? When is this need to close? Okay, because it's always about the final things about a company. Okay, about a products, about a relations, about a projects. There must be a close dates. Of course, this is the things that you do. Yeah. Resign not really part of this. I think resign, you probably use destruction dates. Okay, resign, probably you're going to use destruction dates when you want to cut off the relationship, right? Close dates is a closure, right? There's a problem. Normally it's not a problem. Normally the company haven't come into a conclusion. You use a close date to have a conclusions of the situations. Of course, normally we use this for problem closing. We actually use this for partnership problem, company big issues, right? It's ongoing stuff, right? There's a legal battle that's not beneficial in long term, right? So you use a close date to basically brings the entire reflections to everyone and give them a very nice ending. Okay, close days like this, yeah. So there will be a day. I think when you use for recruitments, maybe a little bit difficult in this, but it can be in. Of course, people also use this to close sales. They will be in that sense, yeah. To use it to close sales means that there is a client that you have been approaching for such a long time, and then they still haven't come to conclusion. Then you use a close day to go and talk with this client. Now we lay down everything, right? And either that right now you take this deal, or I stop seeing you after a while. Yeah, yes, close day is also for closing sales, because now you're layering everything to come in the conclusions that this is what's the best for you. There's nothing much else that you can actually go into. You can even use this to present other companies how to say, possibilities, right? It's like really closing the loopholes for someone. Okay, of course, close days for us is self-reflection, spiritual path. Okay, but for you, it's like something need to have an endpoint, right? So you use a close day and present everything. Use the close day to close the sales. You actually have a way of doing that. Okay, yeah. Now, this one actually can become a full class. Yeah. Okay. I think I can only talk until this point. Everybody, any questions? Is it okay? Is it good for you all? Super. Okay. Yeah. Now, then you guys need to match this up, right? You guys need to match with this, yeah? So normally, I know you guys will not use a lot of things. Okay. Normally, I know you guys will not use a lot of things. Correct? As a simple applications, very simple applications. Depends on what you need, right? So like I say in the Singapore sharing, I think most likely people are going to be focusing on what? Direct wealth, indirect wealth? Probably you're going to do that, yeah? Okay, probably. So let me give you guys a shortcut to this as well. A shortcut to this. Just a little bit of shortcut. Yeah. I know I didn't complete this, yeah. I'm going to talk about this next time again. Okay. A shortcut means that is the animal sign that you guys see, right, is always going to repeat in 12 days. Okay. Always going to repeat in 12 days. The branch, no, the stem will always repeat in 10 days. Right? So if you go in and then you realize, let us say, you realize that your horse day is an eating god day, it will follow the balance days for the entire months. Okay? For the entire months. Okay? So that month, this horse It's gonna be imbalanced days. Okay, yeah, but the top one will change. So sometimes you want to match them to become a little bit more pure. Then you will know that, okay, after the balance day is here, 12 days means today is day 1, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Correct? And then you will get the balance days again. Okay, after 12, you will get the balance days again with the horse. Now you will see a rock wealth, and this one is basically a DR, right? So after 10 days, the DR is supposed to be here. Okay, shortcut, yeah, to use the 10 gods, right? So then, like I said just now, right? If you want recruitment, you want to do recruitment, stable days and balanced days is a very good day for recruitment. Okay, established days, open day, and also the danger days is good for explorations. Okay, explorations. I know just now you say open and danger is good for limit breaking. Yeah. So this one is good for recruitment, means that to find stable connections, to build partnership, to go for networking, balance, and stable day, right? So this stable day for recruitment, right? You need friend stars, you need rock wealth, you need maybe eating God as well. Correct? Because this one is good for people's related matters. Right? So when you go for established day, open day, danger day, then this one is good for what days? So IW days, hurting officer days, right? Okay, IW hurting officer is what? Rock wealth. Okay, to explore new directions, new energy and stuff like that. It's basically good for that, yeah. Okay, so the date that you can actually choose for career is actually for that. So you might get into a days where you want to do investment. I know some of you guys like that, right? Investment, then IW, DW is all the money stars, and also one more, eating God. Investment days, right? Because these few days is good for that. Research is research, yeah. Investment is investment, because this one you want it to give you returns. You want it to give you returns. So anything with money, have a returns of investment, you need to have these three. Together with what days? Success days, established days, and also the stable days. Always remember this, because this one will have a continuous generations of money. Okay, easier, yeah. Many use upper 10 god instead of bottom. Actually, both top and bottom same. Can use both. Yeah, but to remind you, to give you a reminder that, okay, this animal sign represent that, of course, then you can easily to search it in 1 month. Okay, so in 1 month, you basically have 3 of these animal sign will appear three times, because 30 days, yeah, at least 2 of them, 2 times of the same horse is going to appear in the same 12-day officer. Okay, next time we talk about yellow black belt, because they're also the same. Okay, yeah, signing contract and start new job is always the what we call the DR, DO, DW. Okay, what kind of days you need to go into? Stable day is a must. Actually, with success days and especially established days is a must, because all this is part of 3 harmony combo. So you can be a little bit more long term there rather than it's a short term. Okay, is IR relations to the 12-day officer? Depends on what you want to use, yeah? Depends on what you want to use. Let's just say you are a stock traders. Okay, you're a stock traders. What is the timing that you need to observe market? Okay, buy lottery, forget about it. Buy lottery cannot. Okay, yeah. Buy lottery got another logics of it. Okay, so if you let's just say you are a stock traders, okay, you need a stock traders, yeah. So you trade the stocks, you analyze the market. You need IR, DR, and IW. It's a must. Okay, it's a must, yeah. Stock trading, right? When you research the market, not you buying anything, right? So in research, then you probably require the open days, right? You're not in danger days, and no. You need to have open days. You need to have a receive days. You might not understand why I would say receive days, because you're going into understand what the market you can receive. What is the information that you can actually receive, right? This receive days is also very good with DR and DR as well, because it's about studies. Okay, then of course the balance days must be there. So you got 3 days as well for stock tradings, right? Get the information, understand the trend, understand how things come to balance, right? Then you'll be able to trade better. So these few days, use it for use it for analysis, market analysis, right? You cannot use hurting officer day. You cannot use eating god days. This is a no day. 7 killing also is a no days. Okay, yeah. If the day open with meet with the year breaker, forget about the year breaker. This is not an activations. This is for you in somehow in a sense, but in Fan Yin, in clash with you, forget that one. You need to be more careful. Okay, DW good for investment in sales, right? Probably IW is good for investment in sales. IW hurting officer rock wealth. It's always that feel, yeah, that you guys want something. Okay. If the days with a lot of negative stars, with the day combo with us, that's mean we will feel the negative impact more? No, we don't. Forget about the negative stars. You have been living your life with 365 days, 365 days, that if you look into the concept of date selections, you probably got 1 days that is only the good days. And you're surviving until now. Okay? You're surviving until now, yeah? You understand what I'm saying? No matter how the chart is, it's a bad day for you. No matter how. So you got achievement bad, you got this bad, you got the other one bad. No matter how, yeah. So you forget about that. So you will not feel much more worse with that. But you will feel way worse when it was a clash days. A Fan Yin day, you will feel even worse. Okay? Yeah. Do you guys still want even more sophisticated one? You guys want you guys want an app that tells you this day is actually gonna kill one of your organ. You guys want that? It's an app. Actually, I'm building that. Yeah? There's an app that basically tells you that one of your organ is gonna go into problem these days. Right? It's people like fear, ma. Like fear, then we tell you that there's one day your element deplete until the max, it kills, probably kill the organ. Yes, Fan Ying, Clash there totally cannot use. Okay. He's refused to go check up. Yeah. Actually, I tried to ask the programmer to build that. Is go into the end point of it, go to the hour, tell you that this is a danger hour. Yeah. Based on calculations, yeah. Black Rabbit, I don't want to talk about. Black Rabbit is most likely for feng shui activations. Black Rabbit, yeah. Now, any one of you guys that doesn't have this calendar? Any one of you that doesn't have this calendar? Because this is actually coming from my my annual astrologies. So I am also selling this as a report. Actually, a lot of content. You see, I just talk about 20 only. Okay. I just talk about 20. Yeah. So if you guys are interested with the report, I'm selling the report right now. 25 USD. And you will get that calendar and also other informations inside the report. Okay. So you can scan this. And inside this have a Google form. And actually there is some, I actually put up a few more options for you guys to buy more report with a different price. Okay, so if you guys are into this, you want the calendar for one whole year, the calendar will give you. Okay, so you guys can scan this, you will lead to the Google form, and you guys can straight away buy from that. Right? Do you want me to continue talking about this, about the calendar things? Should I have another sharing sessions with this? Okay, possible to show what each package included. Everybody already scanned this. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do another one because I haven't finished whatever that I have. So you will get a calendar like this, and you will get a 3 Victory Palace. Okay, and then the other things, the animal sign, which is next time I will take another time to talk about this as well. Yeah. How long to get the calendar? Probably tomorrow after I wake up, I'm gonna send the token to everyone who buy it. Okay, you will get into a website. The website will help you to generate it. Okay. If compared to luck pillar, annual pillar, month pillar, and day pillar, which one have more effect? I would say the year pillar most likely having the most things. Okay, but if you want to go into luck pillar things, then it's going to be the luck pillar. Okay, we'll teach the use of 28 constellations. Are you sure? Actually, it was inside here. Actually, it was inside here. I haven't finished talking about this. It's a long topic. Suddenly, I realized that this was supposed to be. Suddenly, I realized that it was supposed to be a class. It's not supposed to be a free sharing. Okay, but in the end, I make it like a free sharing. Yeah. So let's go into other people asking the questions. You will get this as a 12 months reports, monthly flying stars, achievement chart, and probably don't know I'm going to talk about that or not after that, right? And then you get into understanding what is it that you have. Okay, there's no reading of this, there's no divinations, there's only information for you to put in. Okay, most valuable is the calendar, I think. Okay, most valuable is the calendar. Yeah, Zoom part 2 next week. Yes. Yeah, generous as always. Yeah, I will try to see whether that I can have time next week or not. Okay, yeah. So if you guys are interested with the report, again, I'm gonna send you these things. Yeah, this is the QR code. And if you guys have any questions with that, do let me know. And I just want to tell you guys that those are in the astrology group. If you want to buy extra report, this is the way that you buy the extra report. Okay. Yeah. So if nothing else, I hope you guys enjoy this. And thank you for joining in, and see you guys maybe next sessions. Okay. Thank you. Good night. See you guys. Bye.